You step out of line, you make one false move, you're out of here. Don't think you're the first.
Come on, fuckos, let's go for a ride.
Hello everyone, my name is Easy and welcome to another episode of Easy Does It, where we react and review to YouTube channels and sometimes do daily vlogs. Now this week we're going to take a look at another, he's basically, he covers like political news. And he covers, you know, entertainment type news like media and movies and social media, and you know, he does a variety of topics. He calls his channel The Quartering. He's fairly well known. He's been around for a while. He's been around since 2015. I think he's been around longer than that. I don't know why it says 2015. I could have sworn he'd been around longer than that. His name is Jeremy. He states his name all the time. I think Jeremy's a fairly decent dude, and I've watched his videos a couple of times. He's got like 1 billion views, so he's doing fairly well. He's got, 1.56 million subscribers, so he's doing all right. He's not doing bad. But I think he's a decent dude. I figured we'd showcase him and take a look at one of his latest videos. It's about the Blade remake. I probably won't play the whole video, but I'll play most of it and get your take on it afterwards. Let me know what you think.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from The Quartering, and new details about the woke remake of Blade.
He always has this side crap, which, fine, but I really wish he wouldn't do that. It's annoying.
Worse than you could have ever imagined. Now, we know that the MCU is a thing that
the MCU, yeah.
I mean, quite frankly, have pushed over the past couple of years. But Blade was awesome. I know that
I agree.
The sequels didn't age that well.
I thought the second one was way better than the first one. The third one I really didn't care too much for. It kind of sucked.
Superhero movie at the time, but I suppose it is in fact a comic book movie. Probably the very first one I ever really saw, and that movie was awesome. And the remake, you just knew was going to be a disaster. And
I think it's funny. A lot of these channels
could have ever imagined in the world.
They won't let you know that they are a big time nerd or geek by putting crap behind them on like shells and shit. Hey, look at all this nostalgia crap I got behind me. Blah blah blah.
And its changes says that the story
they all do it.
Morphed into a narrative.
More power to you, but
and filled
you don't
with
need
life
to.
Lessons. What?
Yeah, like what the fuck?
With not only that, but the actual star of the movie, Blade, was relegated down to the 4th lead.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's insane. I've seen this all over my Twitter, dude.
Other randos
this is crazy.
Taking up
that they're doing that.
Of the screen
they're
time.
putting him on the back burner and putting all these women up in front as the lead roles, which is stupid. He's the main star. He is Blade. The story's supposed to be about Blade.
The comments are legendary. Yellow flashing immediately.
Yeah,
the
he's
Kennedy thing.
Dropping comments about it. It's You know,
chicken
they're
and
putting him on the
egg
back
is
burner. He's
Pander
Blade. He's the main character.
Man, it sounds
But yet they're
really
going to
good.
make it about a
Blade
bunch
was
of
bound
nobody
before the
women that
V.
nobody knows anything about.
I mean, I
It's
just
dumb.
don't even. This is like the exact definition of the Panderstone.
Yeah.
You can't be serious. I wouldn't blame Ali for dropping out if that's what was the
Hey,
case. What an
he
insult
talked
to
about
a great
doing it.
character and a great actor.
He was starting to get fed up with it.
Throwing garbage in the trash.
I don't know.
Ha, 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 ha. Pretty much the same way Star Wars went. Bait and switch.
Well, everyone knew.
I mean, you had lots of women here. This sounds terrible.
Everyone knew Marvel
I don't
was
even
going to pull this
understand
shit.
How you
Or
get
Disney.
Here, to be honest with
You
you,
just
right?
Disney.
How
It's
you
more
even
about
get
the
here?
message than it is
Blade,
about.
You know, was
telling
one of
good
the,
stories.
One of the people that, you know, was a superhero that you could point to when they were all saying, "Oh, there's no stunning and brave superheroes,
Black
and,
superheroes.
or comic
Right.
heroes," and I'd be like, "Well, what
So
about Spawn?
so
What
dumb.
about Blade?" And these are beloved comic book characters. that
Yep,
are not
and
your
they
average
destroy it
milquetoast white
Every
guy.
time.
The article itself is hilarious, and now they've cut the budget down to under 100 million, which is probably what they need to do. To be honest with you, I mean that's really what the box office expectations.
I actually
should
read
be.
that article.
You see, as public
It's
criticism
dumb.
mounts, Feige is pulling the plug on scripts and projects that aren't working. Case in
Not
point, of course, was the Blade reboot.
Exactly what they were
With
writing. But
Maserati,
what they were writing about.
Mahershala Ali signed on for the role of Blade. Things look promising for a 2023 release date, but the project has gone through at least 5 writers, 2 directors,
They burnt
and
the
one
5
shutdown
writers and
6
2
weeks
directors.
before production. One person familiar with the script's permutations said the story at one point morphed into a
Ridiculous.
narrative led by women and filled with life lessons.
See,
It wasn't just
led by
the
women.
second one, I think.
Feminist
chick in there
bullshit
that was
nonsense.
on his
People are
team.
tired of this
That was
feminist crap.
She obviously wasn't the star.
Stop
of
with the
movie.
feminism.
Blade was relegated to the 4th
It's
lead.
dumb.
A bizarre idea.
It's an
considering
evil
that the
cult.
studio had a 2-time Oscar winner, Ali, on board. Amid reports that Ali was ready to quit.
We
over
need
script
new
issues. Let me be
writers.
clear, he was quitting
Writers
because they were
who
pulling him
actually
back,
know how to
not
tell
over
a fucking
script issues.
story.
Feige went back to the drawing board and hired Michael Green, the Oscar-nominated writer.
And we need the
Logan,
people
which, you know, is a
in
universally
charge,
movie, to
the
start
corporation
brand new.
of Disney.
Speculation around town
We
is that the
need to
studio's looking
fucking
make
purge
the film
them and
now
put some
set for
actual
2025
people who know
on
what
a
the
budget
fuck
of
they're
less
doing.
than 100 million, a deviation
Because
from
you
Marvel's
keep putting these
big
fucking
spending strategy.
stupid ass
They're spending less than 100
activists in
million
there,
this film,
and
they've
they don't
already
know what
spent
they're doing. They're just trying to push this
$330
dumbass
million
message,
on the Snow White remake.
a narrative. It doesn't
I mean,
work.
What?
Nobody wants to hear
Tiger
it.
publicly
People are
acknowledging
sick
the
of it.
downside a Marvel
Nobody
film,
likes
that Tiger would
feminism,
focus and attention, the keepers of the
except
comic
for
book empire,
certain
considering
women,
some dramatic
because
Sources
they
say
get
they're
their
being
cake
asked
and
to
eat
bring
it
back the
too if
original
they can have
canon of
feminism.
Avengers for the movie. Again, I talked
And it
about
doesn't
yesterday
work
how
that
desperate
way.
this would.
Men and women
This
are
would include
different.
Reviving Robert
You
Downey
all
Jr.
have
Iron Man,
equality
Scarlett
now.
Johansson's Black
Stop
Widow,
your
both of
bitching.
whom, didn't survive Endgame.
Get the fuck over it.
But the studio has not yet committed to the idea. If
Stop
they're able to
pushing-
bring
oh,
actors back,
you gotta
they
have a
won't even come
career.
cheap. Sources say
It's so
Downey Jr.'s
dumb.
upfront salary
No,
just for
you don't.
Iron Man 3 was around $25
If you
million.
learn how to take care of your man,
I'm pretty
he'll
sure
take care of
Scarlett's
you.
The Black Widow movie was somewhere around 20 million. if
Plain
I'm
and
right,
simple.
With a back
You were never
actors, too.
oppressed.
So you talk about just
We've
two
always
of the
lived
5, or 2 of the 4 of the 5 stars
in a
costing $50
matriarchy,
million
not a
upfront,
patriarchy.
before video
Fucking
effects,
dumbasses.
before all the extras, before. Everyone else get paid. It's hard to see a scenario where that ever happened, because I mean, the movie would have to be the new baseline for a movie that costs you, $500 million, $400 million, is $1 billion. And while
Yep.
that used to be automatic,
Yeah,
for a
it's
while,
just gonna
far
cost
from it
too much.
nowadays.
They're
I mean,
literally
you
just
see this
bleeding
new
money.
Report in Variety,
Like a juggler.
they detail
It's
some
just
major issues surrounding
Disney's
the MCU,
bleeding
including
out.
this long-troubled Blade
Because they
reboot.
keep
Which,
pushing
by the
that.
way, Blade is another,
Fucking
Blade
diversity, the
is
new word
another
for
movie that
allowing
just
them to
didn't
be
need to exist.
racist.
The
You
reboot,
know,
I mean,
or
the
they're
first
doing,
Blade, series. I mean,
you
it
know,
got
the
worse with,
alphabet
the
community
older
to
Blade
pander
movies,
to the
as they're
alphabet
good,
community.
is in the order and they were released.
Or
Like
they're
the Jurassic
seriously
movies.
bad about
But
pushing the
certainly,
feminism
the world does
crap.
not need a Blade reboot. By the way, I know Wesley Snipes is old, but
Which
I
is
wonder what
literally
kind
an
of
evil
shape
cult.
he's in. Could he just restar as Blade? I mean, I don't know.
I've done
It'd have to be much
extensive
future,
studies
and he's a
into it.
vampire,
It's
so it would look weird if he aged, I suppose.
feminism been around forever.
But
Blah
you
blah
see,
blah.
it's got
It's
according to
caused
the
the
report,
one of the main reasons
they
that
bumped the
causes the
Oscar winner on
downfall
fourth lead.
of a lot
The
of
storyline by women filled
civilizations.
with, quote, life
Read
lessons.
up
I mean,
on
who's
it, you'll
writing this
see.
stuff?
It's
12-year-olds?
also based in Marxism.
You can see this. Now, as
Mary,
CEO Bob Iger grapples with the MCU's creative and
whatever,
financial issues, the writer
Stoneworth,
reports its
whatever her
speculation
name
encounters
is.
that Blade is being made
I
on a
can't
budget
think of her
of
last
less
name
than
off the top of my
$100 million.
head.
By the way, you can make a great movie.
She
for
was a
less than $100
Satanist
million. I mean, the
and a
Joker's
black
budget was like
witch.
$50
That's
million,
already
$1
been
billion,
proven.
If I remember correctly, it was very low.
It was literally
A
designed
pretty
to
staggering
bring the
number considering
downfall of the
how much
nuclear
Marvel movies
family.
usually cost.
It's an evil
For
cult.
example, Marvel reportedly spent $275 million on its next movie, The Marvels.
Anyway,
Think about that.
I can't
$275
stand
million
feminism.
for the Marvels. When you double that to include the advertising, you're now at $550 million in cost, which means that the Marvels is
he's going over the math.
$700 to $900 million.
It's not wrong.
Just to break even.
Yeah,
The
people
era
think,
of
oh,
being able to
well,
just,
this movie made $200 million. It did so well. No, actually it did.
800 to $1 billion.
Because they have to make like double that.
Like this, I mean, in Blade,
Because they're
by the way,
spending that much.
has had perhaps one
just
of
to
the
make
most convoluted remakes scripts in the world. They went on this thing where they're like, oh, Blade's Muslim now, I remember.
That's why it irritates me when people are like, oh, look at the box office numbers. It must have done really good. No, you dumbass. You're not doing the math.
This, that, and the other thing. 5, 6.
It would have made 10 times that much worldwide if it actually did that good.
Whatsoever that this Blade movie is any good. I'm telling you, there is no way that modern Marvel puts out a movie like the original Blade, which was edgy, gory,
well, of course not.
Spicy.
They're not going to do that.
I remember that movie and even think if there was any.
Because you had an alpha male as the lead.
Shown.
They're not going to do it.
I mean, it wasn't even like that.
It's not whamming enough.
Chopping people up side of it. That movie was relatively just focused on the action and, didn't have any bedroom stuff, which we know Disney absolutely loves.
Yep.
You see a lot of people, we've seen that bigger budgets don't necessarily mean better movies. The original
That's
Blade
right.
was $45 million.
Exactly.
Which would be $84 million today. And that movie's a classic. They don't need video effects crazy with Blade. It's not like he's fighting aliens in a spaceship or whatever. Keep it
exactly.
simple.
I get tired of people.
That's what people actually.
Oh, this
that's why people.
Star Wars movie was great. Blah blah blah.
The
simps for Disney.
Simple and not
like
flashy.
You're full of shit, dude. It was a crap movie. Just because it had
shiny, flashy
big numbers for the box office, don't mean jack crap. It was still a crappy ass movie.
Possible. It sucks to hear all this about Blade because Blade is probably one of my all-time favorite.
Yep, I agree.
Movies.
It sucks to hear about that.
And the character was awesome, edgy, confident,
but
alpha male.
That's just Disney for you.
Vibe.
In fact, that's most.
I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it. If you haven't yet, please do subscribe.
It just that must be the end of the video. But yeah, that just sucks because it's literally what these studios. Disney, Warner Brothers, whatever. Disney's the worst about it, but they'll take shit or remake it, reboot it, whatever, and they can't. There's no originality anymore, and they can't do something original. They have to remake everything because they think they can do it better. or they just slap that title on there because people know that title, so they think they can just milk some more money out of that title and then put this leftist agenda crap, narrative in it. And people aren't fucking buying it. People are sick of it. People are tired of it. Done. Especially with the feminism. Done. No more evil cult shit. Stand by your man. Stick with your man. Love your man. And he'll take care of you. That's the way it works. Always has. Anyways. That's the end. That's Jeremy the Quartering. I gave you a sample of what he does. He's, just like a lot of other YouTube commenters, but I like him for the most part. I'll watch him every now and then, like some of the other previous videos I've shown you of others that do commentary and stuff on, entertainment or political wise. Check him out if you want. It's up to you. If you keep up to date with news and stuff, watching guys like him on YouTube, Liberal Hive Mind, Doug in Exile, Tim Pool, him, Steven Crowder. They give you facts and stuff about certain things that's going on in the world. It's better to get your news from trusted sources and reliable sources than to listen to mainstream media, because they push out nonsense. You can't listen to Disney or any of these. Hollyweird pushes out some really fucked up shit. That whole shit with the let's go after the kids, leave the kids alone. That's some sick shit. But Hollyweird's all about that. So is the leftists. Just really bad. Democrats are really bad about that too. Stay away from them. Anyways, again, that's the Quartering, and check him out if you want. He seems like a decent dude. He has some decent commentary every now and then. I like to hear what he says every now and then. That's all I have for you this week. Thank you for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next one.